Okay, day 34. Had to restart and restop this one because I got a phone call from a lender. Actually was trying to send somebody who was finally ready to make that purchase, but person predates me working with this lender. So today, what we're going to talk about? Well, I said I was going to do that movie review of Barbarian I saw this weekend. I'll go ahead and do that. That was actually a good movie. Unlike Pearl, where I said I don't call that a horror movie. I call it a suspense movie. This was a horror movie. It was a good one. Uh, I actually at one point thought, oh boy, guy played by Skarsgård, who plays Pennywise the clown. I thought he was. I mean, he was going to be the bad guy. He ended up turning out just to be some awkward dude. And Justin Long's character, he kind of like got to a point. If you see the movie, he was a sitcom star, and at some point he was accused of going all Harvey Weinstein. So at the end of the movie, all I could think was he did it because of the way he threw old girl off the water tower. So the only question I have, and these are the ones that it's like, I know you have to suspend belief and all this jazz, but one, if the girl or lady or whoever, the mutated daughter of the daughter of the daughter, because the guy was like kidnapped in the movie, it goes back to the 80s and stuff, like it was in the flashbacks. He was basically kidnapping women and having his way with them and producing children and then having his way with the children. And this was a result, is like the dude said, the homeless guy in the movie said, a copy of a copy of a copy. First, where'd she get that freakish strength? Made no sense. Two, if she went out every night prowling, and I know it was a deserted neighborhood, which made no sense. You have this perfect house in the middle of a deserted neighborhood. Makes no damn sense at all. That's what I thought old boy was behind. I figured he was just like luring in females or something with this Airbnb thing, but it wasn't. How come the homeless guy didn't just go to the cops? Even though during the movie when she escaped from the basement, the first thing she did was go to the damn cops and they just blew her off. It was just the most insane thing, is the way they blew her off. We're going to take you in for using crack. And it's like, I was kidnapped and I just escaped. It makes you wonder, if somebody was kidnapped and just escaped, ran up to the cops and it's like, hey, you got to help me, would they really believe you? I mean, I don't know. I don't think they would. Anyway, the real thing of all the things I thought about, if they've been the mutated girl, first of all, where are the other children and women? So what, did they die? Get killed? What? And she's like the last one. Okay, dude was like 90 years old in the basement, living there, or the sub basement. Where were they getting food from? I can see how they could steal electricity from the house, but where were they getting food? What, did the girl run out and get food? I mean, she was butt naked. She go to the corner store. There wasn't crap around that place. So, it happened in Detroit. You know how neighborhoods are in Detroit. Next one, it actually kind of gets into a twofold one, which is interesting. So I was reading something about Space Force yesterday. They were the new awards and medals they could get and stuff. But I don't know if they limited this to the Space Force or Space Force and the Air Force, that they are changing like terminology. So like they will not say distinguish himself, distinguish herself on an award. It's distinguish themselves. So they're removing all personal pronouns and all of this stuff. And I don't have anything against any community, period, dot. I do have a problem with the fact the military is about killing people and breaking shit. Killing people and breaking shit. I don't want my military involved in this cultural war shit. Oh well, uh, getting all inclusive and we won't use pronouns anymore, and it's now they, and it's no longer the parents, it's the birth givers and all this bullshit. I'm sorry, man. Sometimes when you look, if you want to be apolitical, and sometimes you look at shit and you look at the MAGA shit and everything else, and it's like you almost want to like agree with them. It's like, yeah, this is some stupid ass shit, stupid as fuck. So anyway, I just got off a call with the VA for my weight loss stuff. I'm a little fat, and it's so funny. They said, "What are your non-weight loss wins?" So I said, well, I'm putting a veteran in a home this week. I feel that's great. Even individual wanted to cancel because they just broke up with their trans partner. The little dietitian was like, I don't want to say nothing. I ain't have nothing against the trans. As a matter of fact, I found it fascinating. I feel bad that they broke up. And I'm only laughing. It's like just the reaction. It's like, oh, we don't want to say anything. It's like, no, I don't have anything against trans people. Shit, I mean, it's like, when you wonder, it's like get that thought. I almost hired an assistant and I couldn't figure out if I knew it wasn't a male. I mean, non-trans male, but I couldn't figure out if she was a he, who used to be a she, or a she who was kind of boyish. So that's what kind of like blew me. So it's like, man, it's like real close when I was picking. So I didn't have anything against the person. I didn't care. I want my work done. And it was like, no, they were really close. So what would happen if I had hired that individual? Because I had a lot of people to hire, or a lot, interviewed a lot of people. It's like, what would that have been like? So I ain't got nothing against folks, man. It's just, I found that just ridiculous. Next one we'll be talking about is like people not responding when you got some damn good questions to ask. Like, all these people I'm talking about pounding me in the ass. So, I take Spanish every night at Lingoda. And for some odd reason that I cannot figure out, Lingoda is limiting me to scheduling 1 week out. In other words, I cannot schedule for something tomorrow, the next day. I have to schedule for something 7 days out and beyond. When I started this, I didn't have to do that. I could, if something was available today, an hour from now, I could do it. So when I got on my call last night, I said, hey, before we start this lesson, I'm going to be talking in English. I need to ask all of you, when did you register? Because I know a week ago, I was the only person in the room. Last night, it was a full registration of the number of people, the max people could be in the room. A couple of days ago, there was like one other person. So one person like, I registered Wednesday, which since today is Tuesday, which means they registered within the 7 days. The other person was like, I registered today. One person registered an hour prior to the class. But I'm limited to registering 7 or more days out. That doesn't make any damn sense. And I want to know why. So I've asked the question. I asked it last night. I've confirmed that I can only register 7 days and more out. And they have not responded. They've had all night and today. Now the company is based in Germany, which means it's, Alexa, what time is it in Germany?
In Germany, it's 7:17 p.m.
That means they had an entire work day to answer my damn question. But I see they don't read it because I keep email trackers. I know when people read my emails. Why don't they damn respond? Well, they think I'm not going to notice that I can't register for a week out, but everybody else can register the day of? That doesn't make any damn sense to me. Maybe they changed their policies because I'm on what they call a marathon. So I bought 200 classes, and most of the people are on sprints where they bought 30 or 60 classes and they have 60 days to use them. Maybe they wanted to make sure they could get their classes or something. Frankly, I don't give a shit because I paid $1,800 damn dollars. $1,800. Those sprints, according to which one, they paid, 700 or like four something. And if you complete the sprint, they give you your money back. So basically, you got people who are potentially free, even though I know what the scam is. The scam is they know that 95% of them aren't going to do the 60 days every damn night. They know that. I know that. Even though I just finished 71 straight days of Spanish. 71 straight days. I'm proving my damn self. I've gone beyond and above and beyond. But, that's really because I want to use up my damn classes that I paid for. Because November 20th, I'm done, and I got like 30 something classes left to take. But it's just really irking me. It's just like pounding me in the ass. Again, pounded in the ass without, the benefit of lubrication or a reach around. Okay, next one, Flight Simulator. I think I talked about this yesterday. I know beyond knowing that I purchased Flight Simulator because I remember doing all the research and everything about which version I was going to buy. Now, the only thing I can think of is maybe I didn't buy it from Steam. And I don't know why I wouldn't have bought it from Steam, because I was doing this at a time they were running a massive ass like 30% off sale. So I was buying whatever I could, and I bought it specifically for my Yaw 2 VR, which is still not here. Because I wanted it does VR, and I could it's compatible with the Yaw, and I could sit there and I could get some flight controls, and I could go fly airplanes and shit. So I know I ordered it, and the version I wanted was the $120 version of Flight Simulator. I know I paid for that shit. So now I got to go chase that down to see what happened, because I know the time frame. Look through all my old ass credit receipts from November to see if I purchased it, because it'd be $100-some purchase. Or maybe I purchased from someplace else. I don't know, but it wouldn't have made sense. So another thing I got to do, wasting my damn time. The next one is, this is a new pound in the ass. So I wake up this morning early, and I want to continue looking at a movie. As a matter of fact, it was Escape from LA on Showtime, and it says my account is age restricted. I was watching it, and it put me to sleep last night. I wake up to try to look at it a little bit, early, a little groggy, get a little bit of something I like, Escape from LA. And my shit's age restricted. I go check my account. My account doesn't show age restricted. I can't see any damn thing because it says it's all age restricted. Are you fucking kidding me? So I don't know if it's a glitch with Showtime. Somebody took over my account. I don't know. It's just more stupid shit. So here's another one. I got a call this morning. I registered for some little summit thing, 4 or 5 day summit. It's free, but 10 minutes after registering, I get a call. Somebody pretending to try to help me, which is nothing but a damn sales call. I mean, you're dealing with fucking salesmen, and you're gonna try to sell me some shit. Anyway, he starts off with just trying to help you out, BS, and we want to send you some additional products, BS. And do you have 10 minutes? I'm like, okay, I'll give you 10 minutes, but I'm limiting you to 10 minutes because I'm a busy person. Shit, I should be doing something right now instead of making this video, but I'm actually starting to enjoy this shit. So it's the highlight of my day is to make this damn video. So he starts asking questions that are really just sales type questions to make it sound like it's not sales type question, to try to sell me a product. So no, these people waste time. And actually, I got him off the phone in 5 minutes. So I was like, hey, see that? You did it in 5 minutes instead of 10. Because I knew how to answer questions where he was going to know it was a fucking waste of time. Except for the stupid people. I don't know if I posted it. I did post it on my Facebook. I may bring it back and put it in here. It's so cool. This kid, got two. One time, I'm assuming some sales organizations, you can't hang up on the customer. And it's like, dude, I don't want this shit. I'm telling you, first of all, I own a marketing agency that does what you're trying to sell me. Why would I buy from you? And he would just keep going in his scripts. And I'm like, kid, are you not allowed to hang up on clients? Then it just goes into some other shit and it's like, oh, you're not allowed. I mean, if you want to fuck with me, I'm going to play. So I kept his ass on for like 45 minutes or something. And to a point when I went like, you know, he's trying to go through all these objection handlers so he does, I guess, lose his job. And I'm supposed to hang up on him first or something. Finally, I went, you know what? I don't have time. I'm going to let your ass go now because I see you must not be allowed to hang up. I didn't curse him or anything. I just ran his ass around. He must have been hoarse as hell finishing up for me. Another one, somebody from a CRM company called me up one day, and he just, I mean, he was persistent. I fucked with his ass for 2 hours and 18 minutes. That's the best fucking with I've ever had. I used to screw with the, the Indian scammers a lot, and I used to post it on my Facebook. I stopped doing that because all they did was just keep calling. So, just stupid shit. So, my final thing I want to talk about, Amazon. My favorite little whipping boys. So I ordered some vitamins today, supplements. Some kind of new supplement that somebody was talking about in the VA thing today, for the weight loss, because I'm a little fat in the ass. And the dude was talking about Lipocene or whatever. Was answer well. Anyway, so I just was like, as we're doing, I'm looking up. I'm like, oh, okay, it expands in your stomach, keeps you from eating too much. I'm gonna mess with this. I'm gonna put it in my cart. So I check out, and they charge me taxes. In my state, food that is not like in a restaurant and stuff, vitamins, medications, and over-the-counter supplements are not taxable, but they charged me taxes. Why? Amazon, all those Amazon distribution centers you see around? Well, all these states, used to be trying to get Amazon to get them to pay taxes, and they were coming up with every kind of trick and like, okay, you have Amazon affiliates in our state, so now you have a connection. We'll charge you taxes. And then, okay, we'll just drop all the affiliates in your state, stuff like that. So remember, for years and years they did that. And then all of a sudden, Amazon started charging taxes. So if you're old enough, remember, Amazon didn't charge taxes, and all of a sudden, they started charging taxes. Why? Amazon was smart as hell. Every state that was trying to get them to collect taxes, they went to them and said, we'll collect taxes, but here's the deal. You're going to let us keep the taxes. And in exchange, we will build a distribution center in your state. And this is the tax incentive for us to build a distribution center and hire people. I bet you everybody here knows somebody who works for Amazon. That's how they got around that shit. They keep all of the taxes they collect in every state. People don't know that. So they just charged me taxes in a state where what I bought is not taxable, so they can keep the shit. Interesting. I'm starting to wonder, and I just thought about this right now. What if their entire profit are the taxes? Like at Costco, they don't make any money for anything they have. Everything they sell covers the employees and PP, plant, property, and equipment. There is zero left over. How does Costco make money? Your Costco card, that's all of their profit. They make no other profit than your Costco card. Everything is out. They figured out to the penny. They're a very frugal company, to where the stuff they sell and the money they make from the stuff above what they paid for it pays for the stores, pays for their employees. Their profit is that $60, $120 a year that you pay. So if you think like you're going to Costco, I spent $10,000 here, that don't mean shit to them. They only made 60 or 120 according to what type of card you have. So I'm starting to think that Amazon may get their money from taxes. Wonder if anyone thought about that. Anyway, just finished up. I got to sew up some stuff with my clients, get my transactions going. Got one closing this week, 2 next week, and 1 the week after that. And then because of the crapness of the market, I'll be unemployed. But at least I would have made as much money as I made last year by the end of October, which I made in a full year. And in reality, it was it less? Actually, I made less technically because I went into last year with 3 transactions that closed the first week of January. So like for the first week of January, I was like the #1 agent in the office. And by the time February rolled around, I was still in the top 5. March and April, I was still in the top 10. I think I finished the year in the top 12 out of 180 agents. Well, this year I only had 1 that I carried into January. So in reality, for the rest of the year, I've probably made as much as I made last year, but remember, prices are way up. And what I'm closing this week is like 27,000 and shit. So it'll put me past what I made last year. It's just that thanks to somebody who spent 5 figures without asking me. Don't want to say 45 minutes of goodbye. Day 34. It actually surprises me that some of you guys stick around, look at these, and actually subscribe. But I'm happy for it because you continue to see a crazy black man making some videos. And I was actually supposed to do a review today, but I'm starting to like try to stay on track by writing down what I'm going to say for the day, and the list just keeps growing. So maybe I'll do that review tomorrow, kind of like I did the little mini review of this Steam Deck. I will see you tomorrow, and maybe the last thing I opened, I will get to review because I really want to open every single package by the end of this year and have them put wherever they need to be, and probably not order anything next year because I'm getting ready to wind my life down and start looking at other things. Okay, see y'all.